Hey friends, welcome to AKFPL, the channel focusing on tips and strategies to maximize your FPL rank. This is the gameweek 15 preview. So the fundamental basics of maximizing your rank in FPL is simply to target the key players, the captains, and the fixtures. And if you can do that, you will almost certainly see your FPL rank increase over time. So I'm currently ranked 71k in the world. My target for this season is to get to the top 10k. So I've had a pretty good start to the season so far, but I think I need to really push on now as we go into the festive period. So let's just quickly look at what the key fixtures are for game week 15. And probably the two best fixtures on paper are Man City at home against Newcastle and Liverpool at home to West Brom. So let's just firstly decide which player we're going to captain. And there are actually two good candidates for this week. I'm personally going for Mo Salah at home to West Brom. He's just been on incredible form. He's just had a rest, so he should be fresh and raring to go. I've got my vice captain on Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has been pretty good at home against weak opposition, such as at home to Burnley and Fulham, where he's got 2 double-digit hauls. So he has a really good chance of getting a double-digit haul against Newcastle, who are really poor defensively. So I think if you've got either Kevin De Bruyne or Mo Salah, they're your best bets. If you don't have either of them, other key players for these fixtures are players like Mane for Liverpool, possibly even an attacking defender like Robertson or Trent Alexander-Arnold. I never personally captain a defender myself, but it probably has a very good chance of having a clean sheet in this fixture. So I don't think it's the worst idea in the world to captain either Robertson or Alexander-Arnold in this fixture. For Man City, they've got a pretty good chance of getting a clean sheet, in my opinion. The only problem is to sort of pinpoint a defender that's definitely going to play in this fixture. So we know that Diaz and Cancelo played in the League Cup fixture midweek. So we're not really sure what the lineup is going to be exactly for Man City. And there's just been news that Kyle Walker and Jesus have tested positive for coronavirus. So that probably means Cancelo is going to play right back in this fixture. And it's either going to be Mendy or Zinchenko for the left-back position. And then the centre-back partnership, it's probably either going to be Diaz with Stones or Diaz and Laporte. Laporte did play midweek, so it's probably going to be Diaz and Stones. I haven't actually got one of their defenders in my team, but I've got a free transfer to use for this week. So I am looking for someone to upgrade Lamptey, who is currently injured at the moment. So I'm looking to move him on for a defender. So we've discussed the captains for this week. We've discussed the key fixtures, probably the key players as well. So I'm just going to talk to you about what my plan is. My plan is probably going to be to get an upgraded defender on Lamptey. The player I'm considering actually is Joel Matip from Liverpool. He's just come off his injury and he managed to play 90 minutes in the last game, so I think he's fully fit now. He's only 2% owned in the game, which is a good differential, and the main reason I'm getting Matip is because he costs much less than either Robertson or Trent. He's got a bit of goal threat. He scored against Wolves, got an assist against Palace, so he can get pretty good hauls himself. And the main thing is I just want to cover that Liverpool defence. I don't actually have the money to go all the way up to Robertson or Trent, so I think Matip's my best bet. Liverpool's fixtures in general are good for the next 3. They're at home to West Brom. They are then away to Newcastle, so I'm hoping for at least 2 clean sheets there. And then in game week 17, they're away to Southampton, which could be a tricky fixture, but you won't put it past Liverpool to get a clean sheet there as well. And then the main reason to get Matip is Liverpool have got 2 home games in the double game week in game week 19, so that's also a good reason to get a Liverpool defender. You'd think they'd get at least 1 clean sheet there against Burnley, Probably not against Man U, but I'm hoping at least 3 clean sheets. So Burnley, West Brom and Newcastle by getting Matip in now. So that could be a really good signing. So that's probably what my transfer is going to be at the moment. I'm just going to wait until the deadline just to make sure there's not any more last minute injury news. We just saw with Man City that, Walker's just tested positive for coronavirus. So I think this season particularly, it's really important to just hold off as much as you can to the last minute, because you never know when players are going to go off injured or if they're going to contract coronavirus or anything. And, those kind of things can really hamper your plans. So that is it for this week. So hope it's a good week for everyone. I'm hoping personally that this could be a good week for me because I've got a pretty good starting 11 for this week. Once I get Matip in, I'll have, I think most of them probably should be doing pretty well this week. I've got my captain and Mo Salah, that's not changing. I will see everyone in the Game Week 16 preview next.